Okay, Win community, we are live. It is nice to see you. Happy Friday. And today we are actually introducing our new virtual Win ambassador. I know her personally and in person because she is actually located in New Jersey and she has been a volunteer and a mentor for the Win community, but now she's taking her game a step up. So I'll pass it to you, Nella.
Hello, WIN community. It's a pleasure to continue serving the Women into Networking community, not only as a mentor, but now as a WIN virtual ambassador. And I can't wait to see the projects that we can continue collaborating towards. Um, Sarah said it best. I've been part of this community for a while now. I'm really looking forward to our March event. Hopefully, many of you, if not all, can join us. And a little bit more about myself is I am a veteran teacher with my supervisory credentials in the state of New Jersey. I am also an author. I'm truly eager to share that we, as the WIN community, co-authored a novel that is also being released in March. Another reason why you should attend our upcoming March event. And to make the long story short, I will pass it over to TC for further updates about our amazing community.
I guess the community just keeps getting better and more interesting and much more streamlined, having people with the right mindset with the same level of commitment and all of that. I guess that's basically what any community basically needs. And I want to say thank you, Dr. Nella, for all that you're doing. I mean, it's the consistency in the commitment for me. And I'm very particular about those words because sometimes people just come in and be like, oh, I want to do this, and after a while you don't get to see them. But you consistently keep giving and keep giving and keep doing and keep, it's just like, I feel like it just gets better. And now, y'all, literally now she's going to be our official virtual WIN virtual ambassador. I feel like that's huge because, see, listen, I am biased, yeah, say whatever you want to say. But you see, the online space, the virtual space would always do it for me. Because you know how many people that you can connect with, how many people you can change their lives, um, how many people that would know you would not even know. I mean, I was saying to somebody that I went to an event yesterday and then I had about 5 people be like, oh, you're TC Red, and I'm like, apparently that name is not that name is not to use, so obviously. And I'm like, yeah, and they go, yeah, I see your post on LinkedIn and blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. And obviously I have never been to this place before. I just saw it, I registered, and it was powerful to me to understand that people are watching you even when you least expect. Now that's how powerful the online space is. Now what's my point? My point is having a brand, having an ambassador. Okay, now the WIN virtual space is a brand on its own, and that's why I wanted to call it brand ambassador. Yeah, having an ambassador for this space, I feel like it's really really huge. And it's not for someone who just is not ready to commit, right? It's meant for a very strong-willed kind of person, and I feel like Dr. Nella, you're just like the perfect fit, for
Thank
this
you.
opportunity, because I believe that the online space has so much to give, and you as a giver, it's just like, perfect match, and I just wanted to say thank you for doing this with us. Thank you for giving your time, your expertise, your network, your energy, your mind space, your everything, to this community, and now to the virtual space. I always say I'm very biased in the virtual space, yeah? And I'm talking about myself right now. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
do a
have to
lot. You
say.
do a lot. You do a lot, and as I said before, it's a pleasure to serve in this community where we all obtain a platform to promote our other platforms. So
Mm-hmm.
something I'm specifically harnessing right now is the topic of women leadership, and being an ambassador for the WIN community allows me to harness what I do as Dr. World Latina, which is the advocacy for women in leadership. So a lot of the work that we do in the WIN community goes in alignment with that. For instance, giving a voice to all of us in the community to share what we've been through personally and professionally is to empower the youth. I work with the youth every day. I teach seniors, actually grades 9 through 12, and it's something that whether we realize it or not, what we do impacts the youth, and the youth is the future of tomorrow. Without the resources that we bring to them as mentors, whether formally or informally, it's something that has to be continuous, as TC said, ongoing, and it comes from individuals like ourselves, that we are consistent in the work that we do. We practice what we preach, and the message is just so much more significant in that manner.
I agree
Yeah, I do
agree
agree.
completely with you ladies,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm glad that you brought up Dr. World Latina, because I was going to bring that up if you didn't. I mean, you started out as a WIN volunteer, then a WIN mentor, now a WIN ambassador. You're in Dr. World Latina. You wrote your own book. You are co-authoring with us in Women into Networking WIN, our first book. I'm sure all of you ladies out there have seen the posts that we've all been sharing, so it's definitely not a secret. You'll get more information as we get closer to Women's History Month, and I believe in addition to being an educator, you also volunteered and are a mentor for Girls on the Run too, right?
Yes, I did mentor for Girls on the Run because I feel like we need to empower girls to become hardworking women like ourselves, that
Mm-hmm.
we thrive and do so many things in different areas. It's good to be an adaptive leader and showcase for these young girls that they can become anything that they want to be. There's not an age limit or age requirement in order to achieve and pursue the goals that we are passionate about. Thank you for bringing that up.
I
Yes, of
like that.
course, most
Yeah, and
definitely.
what I like about us is that we thrive in collaboration, not in competition. And we harness each other's strengths. You know, working alongside TC and Sarah has helped me become more tech savvy. I never
Mm-hmm.
envisioned myself having all of these virtual rooms. You know, over the summer, we hosted a lot of professional development sessions alongside the WIN turns, or Women into Networking interns, and I got to learn so much. Even though I'm an educator in this wonderful community, there are other educators like myself that are strong in other areas. Like Sarah does marketing, TC is great with technology and innovations, and together we come together to collaborate and to harness each other's strengths in different areas. That's why we now adapt better to the demands of what we do in the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I agree. I agree.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's the diversity for me. Yeah. It's the strength in the diversity, and I believe that that's what the world needs. That whole collaboration with the right mindset and the partnership, and understanding that, listen, I win, you win, we all win, the world wins. Everybody wins. I mean, I feel like there's space for everybody to win. That's how I feel. I mean, I believe that there's space for everybody to win. It's the same way people be like, oh, you're going to take my client. No, you're not going to take my clients, because if you have that client, it's because that's your client and that's not mine. I mean, so there's nothing like that. There's space, space. And I
I
feel like
agree.
that's basically what the community is, trying to showcase. And I feel like we're doing a really good job doing that. And with you on board now, I know that there's going to be spice to it, sexiness to it, class to it, professionalism to it. It's just a whole new next level kind of thing for 2025. And I'm very excited about all of the programs that we would have churning out now. Sarah, if you permit me, yeah, before I forget, I before we go just through down, because I know that sometimes people will be like, watch some part and don't want to watch the rest and come back and say, I'm going to watch that. And I'm not, listen, okay, watching this, we're going to start our networking rooms. Now we have two special rooms. Go on, Sarah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
first hi Allegra and hi Nisa because they're both watching us.
Oh, okay.
And yes, I'm glad that you brought up Clubhouse, and I'll let you go into what we're doing more because as you guys know, way
Mhm.
back in the day when we first started during the pandemic, we used to have those networking rooms daily, and then things kind of changed. But TC will fill you in on what we are doing on Clubhouse now that we have Nella on board with us.
So, earlier I said that having Dr. Nella around now is just it's just going to make things even much more beautiful, because she brings the spice to the entire soup. So we're going to start off first with the so we have two important rooms that you need to be in. The first room on Clubhouse. I mean, all the rooms are good, but you know me, yeah, I'm going to advocate for what I want to advocate for.
You
Okay,
see?
so the first room, yeah, is the Thursday room. That's a networking room. Do not miss it. Weekly, every single week. So back in the day, we do like daily networking, but now we're like we want to network with intentionality. We want to network, so you come in there, you do your networking, you connect, you build that confidence in yourself, your expertise, talk about it, do what you need to do. Just once every week, come talk about yourself, come talk about what you do, start getting confident, in what you do and how you do it. Once a week, Thursday, I think that's like 4 p.m., same
Yep.
time. But go to Clubhouse. Once you get to Clubhouse, you would see it is already scheduled to just RSVP. It's going to get you to add it to your calendar, Google Outlook, set that up, okay? Set that up so you get a reminder, okay? And then you're able to show up. Now, the second room is I do not want you to miss Dr. Nella's room. Now
Yes.
it goes immediately, she's going to talk about it. It goes immediately the next day, on Friday. Now I'm very particular about these two rooms. You know why? Because one, the first room helps you build your confidence, learn about what people are doing, and people get to learn about what you do. You network, you connect, you meet other people, you build yourself from inside, right? And the second room magnifies the entire piece. How, as women, we need to understand our leadership skills, understand where to plug them in, understand how to leverage them in every areas in our life. Not only your business, yeah, your business good, but every area in your life. And that's just a chunk of what Dr. Nella is going to be talking about. I think it's already scheduled, right, Sarah?
Sorry, we have another guest on
Another
our
ambassador.
live, everyone.
It's okay, it's okay.
But yes, Nella, do you want to tell everybody about like all the
About it and the
subtopics we're
time.
going to be talking about
Yes,
in your
yes.
leadership room?
For sure. So I named my room Leadership, like leadership, but with the word herd in it, because it's all about women empowerment. We know that historically, women, we've been marginalized for our gender. We were one of the few to be even allowed to obtain a formal education because of the constraints of history. And I elevate that by, as TC stated, working on harnessing women's leadership attributes, not only professionally, but also personally, and being able to pour back into ourselves as women. We already give so much to others. We are caregivers, we work in our professions, but it's always good to step back and reflect and adapt, so that when we put ourselves back out there into the things that we do, we harness our own strengths to continue doing well in our profession and in our personal lives, to reignite the passions that we have, and most importantly, to continue pursuing the goals that we have.
And Nella will be having this room on Clubhouse once a month, on the third Friday of every month, right, Nella?
Yes,
At
that's
and what time again?
we were debating between 4 p.m. and 4:30, so that's to be discussed right now.
Okay, yep, but keep your eye out because her first room will be in February, but we definitely want you all there for it, and we'll be there to support you too, all the leaders and everyone, to help
Thank
you
you so
with your
much.
first room under the Win
Hopefully,
House.
hopefully I can get the queens from Dr. World Productions to join us and to become part of the WIN community. You know, women into networking is really important. For me, it has been, even though originally I was not an entrepreneur. You guys inspired me to start brainstorming ideas about becoming my own business owner. As I said, we thrive in collaboration, not competition. As TC said before, no one takes your clients. We work together to bring each other more clients. And what one of us can offer one client, the other one offer has something new and different to offer. And I think that that's why I do want to invite my fellow queens of the Dr. World Productions pageantry system to become part of the WIN community.
Oh,
As
thank you so much for, always inviting more people in. We love working and collaborating with other communities. And I just want to say thanks, Allegra, because she is down in the comments posting all the important links
wonderful.
that we need. She's way ahead of us. She's got the Clubhouse networking room there. She's got the link for the Win book information that we have on our website, to become a member, all the links that we need. So I will start talking about this, but then I'll let TC continue. We are making one important change to the virtual meetups that we are having. As you guys know, we always had them on a monthly basis. But now to have consistency with all the other chapters, because we have the virtual chapter, New Jersey chapter, Atlanta chapter, and the Houston chapter, and the in-person meetups we do on a quarterly basis, so it's for a year. So we decided to do that with the virtual networking events. Now we are in the process. We're going to be meeting next week to discuss the actual structure and where we're holding them, so stay tuned for those details. But TC, I want to pass it over to you if you want to talk about anything that you have coming up this year for the virtual events or anything like that.
Okay, so yeah, we have so right now the virtual event would, as Sarah said, is better streamlined just so that it's in alignment with all the other happenings that we have. But this is not to say, obviously, that you cannot network. You would network. That's why we've brought the alternative, the weekly networking event, so that we can always network together and all of it. Now, still on the virtual space, myself and Allegra are working on a workshop. I think I need to put that workshop in there. I saw your email, Sarah. And I want you all to look out for that workshop because we want to be very intentional about how you connect, how you market, how you sell your offers, platforms that you use, the ways you get to do it. And so, all of this informational, educational, transformational event are going to be incorporated into our programs for the year. But one thing I would say is if you're not yet a member, you know, become a member so that you have first-hand information of all of these things. Be active on the Facebook group, right? Be active on our clubhouse activities. I mean, in the Chatel we have, I think like almost every day we have events every day. Okay, now I would not be able to tell you all of the events that we have every day, but one thing I can assure you is once you go to Clubhouse, you would see that the events are already scheduled. All you need to do is RSVP and add this event to your calendar. I use the word add this event to your calendar because as women, and as Dr. Nella has said here, and we'll keep saying, leadership is key, and with leadership comes intentionality, productivity, accountability. So you need to be accountable for your time, for your everything. And so that's why I say add this event to your calendar, okay, so that you're able to show up where you need to show up. Yeah, just be on the lookout. Other information about other programs, myself and Dr. Nella will be working hand in hand with Sarah and Allegra backstage as well on the virtual event. So you all should just look out, okay? Once all of it is being finalized and activities are being, churning out, you would definitely see it.
Thanks, TC. And I just want to say to anybody watching and in the WIN community, if you haven't been out there networking and you're nervous to be in person, virtual is a good way to start. Virtual events, you get to have icebreakers, you get to potentially hear guest speakers. I've been to a few different types of virtual networking events, and there's always something. We used to, TC and I used to have giveaways if you drop your emails, and then we would go live together and announce the winners. So there's always something different and unique when you go to different virtual events. So I highly recommend giving virtual networking a chance if you haven't already. But Nella, first, do you have any closing thoughts you want to add?
No closing thoughts. Just I hope everyone is having a fabulous Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that if you haven't joined the WIN community, you take a moment to do so. And make sure you follow up on all of our upcoming fabulous events.
Thank you so much, Nella. And if you guys want to learn a little bit more about her, please give her a follow on Instagram, on Facebook. You can even read her bio. We've had a lot of social media posts about it. I can't remember because I've done so many blogs recently, but if I have already or if I haven't, I will be putting her bio up on the WIN blog so you guys can get to know her a little bit better as well. And TC, any closing comments?
I would just say be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the activities we have going on, and as much as possible, stay active. Stay active. The community. That's the only way we can identify with you more or less. So raise your hands, come up stage, talk, engage. Let us know that you're a part of us, right? So yeah, that's and I'm excited,
Don't
for
forget,
next
you
Friday.
gotta invite the male supporters as well. Male supporters are welcome as well.
Yeah,
You
she's absolutely
must
right
be.
because a lot of people, if you don't know the mission, it is to empower women entrepreneurs and the men that
The men that
support
support
them.
them.
Yes, yes.
So, yes,
Thank
you're
you.
definitely welcome. Thank you,
Always
Nella.
welcome. Always, always.
Uh, All right, everybody. We hope that you have a great weekend and we will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.